Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll show you how to remove and replace sway bar link on BMW E46. We have this one here, okay, sway bar link. We'll be putting even coilovers today after we do the sway bar link replacement. Check out, that's the old one on the right passenger side. It's done, it's really noisy, and you can get replacement ones pretty inexpensive. Stay with us guys, we'll go ahead start on it. Please subscribe, let's grow that channel together. If you want more videos about that beautiful ZHP, it's on our main channel, World Mechanics. Check it out guys. So we'll need to jack it up guys, and after that we'll need to use a jack stand. Always use a jack stand. And we'll need to take the tire off, so make sure you have the bolts loose before you proceed, before you start on it, okay? We have many videos guys about that ZHP on World Mechanics, and we'll have some here as well, some that if you have an E46 will help you fix your vehicle, save some money. Okay, awesome. M wheels, but they're pretty heavy 135s. Okay, that's it now, and that's the sway bar link right here. So we're going to spray some WD-40 on the two nuts, one here and there is one on the bottom. Okay, you can see right there. We'll need to remove both of them. Ours are with 16mm sockets, some use 17 depending on which kind of sway bar link you have. Some are different than others. Okay, we got this one loose now. If it's spinning on the back, you can use a wrench to hold it. Okay, the top nut is out. And this is the other one right there. A little bit hard to reach. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, remove that nut, and we'll come back to it in a little bit. We'll install that wrench right there. That way we can turn it from the front and it will not be spinning in the ball joint. Okay, you can see like that. 5/8 or 16mm for ours work. Some I said use 17 and 15mm for the back, depending on the model and what kind of sway bar link they installed in the past. Okay, this one is out now, and we can just pull it out. If you have too much pressure on the sway bar, what you will need to do, you need to use a pry bar here and just bring it down. And this is the old one, not as bad as the other side, but still cracked open here, so it will get bad once water gets inside of it. The new one actually comes with a 17mm nut. Make sure you get the nut the right way. It's a lock nut. Okay, we're getting it tight now. On the bottom side first, and after that on the top, trying to get as good of a view as I can guys. It's hard to get the camera in here. Okay, you can see where I have the pry bar, and we're gonna get it in now and get this one tied here. Okay, now you can remove it, and everything is ready guys. You need to install the tire, get it tied, and that will be the whole procedure. Thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe. So guys, hopefully the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now check out our YouTube channels, guys. We have more than 19,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.